Hey y'all! Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Julie and I mostly make videos surrounding topics such as music, makeup, as well as mental health. The videos on this channel lately have been rather serious and drawn out and long, so I wanted to just go back to an old school get ready with me where we just talk about the makeup, and that is it. This is minimal makeup today. I am not doing foundation, contour, false lashes, none of that. I already have my brows on, so I'm using a MAC paint pot, and this is old, by the way. Oh, I caught myself, everyone. The light's off now. I caught myself. But I am just going to apply this to prime my eyes. I usually use concealer. I really like the Tarte Shape Tape for eye primer, and just my favorite concealer is that in general because it's so versatile. So hopefully you can see me okay. I'm awkwardly zoomed in, and I thought I would just do a minimal makeup look that was good for emo people and move on from there. So the major focus is going to be eyes because I'm me. And no, I won't do my wing liner on camera. I cannot handle that kind of pressure. That is too much for me. But I always like to put a little extra of this on the corners just because that's where the wing liner goes so that it will sit better. But anyways, this is one of my favorite palettes ever. I'm so glad I got it. This is the Blow and Smoke palette from Colourpop, and it is so good. It is so good. I used to do so many grayish eyeshadow looks, and I had one of those crappy like Maybelline palettes with the 3 or 4 pan shadows. This is so much better. But I'm going to use a Sigma E38, and I'm going to take the shade Slated, which is just this gray shade right here, and I'm going to put that in my crease. And I think I'm also going to put it in my outer corner a little bit because, you know, I used to put something special in my outer corner and it was like, Jules, what are you doing? Like, what is the point of that? Wing liner is just going to go over it. Like, sure, I could deepen my eye and do black there, but I'm just going to put black wing liner over it. So to me, it doesn't matter all that much. But yeah, we're just doing a casual little look today. And I know I'm not one of these people. Oops. But I really like how this gray blends out, and I'm not someone who has the patience to sit all day long for a smoky eye. I'll just take it a few times, blend it with this brush, and this brush is so soft. I love Sigma brushes. If you watch my videos, you know they're my favorite, and I'm having a grand old time just blending this. See? I'm happy with this. Very, very, very happy with it. I tried to remember to hold this further back. I don't know that it makes that much of a difference personally. I mean, I don't have the most lid space in the world. I get that, you know, you're applying the color a little more harshly otherwise, but I don't know. It doesn't really bother me all that much. So I'm just gonna keep blending it and trying to be as patient as humanly possible because my brain's sitting here like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? Are you done yet? Can you do the next step? Come on, let's go. And I'm like, dude, chill. I try to talk back to my thoughts. It does not work for me. They just continue to go on and on and on and on. So it's interesting doing this, challenging myself without a light on my mirror. Finally, I'm remembering. So see, for me, since I have slightly hooded eyes, how this just all blended down here, I'm going to take some more of this and pack it up higher. That's usually what I do. And I'm also going to put a color up there. I know I don't use a transition shade. Oh my gosh. Oh no. But I don't feel the need to, personally. I think it looks good like that. So then I'm just going to dip a little more and really just get the sides of my eye. And yes, I do see an eye booger. If we're up close and we can all see it, I'm aware. I'm only human, okay? Here. Go. Be gone. Blech. See you later. I've said this in other videos. Like, why don't they show the reality of eye makeup that you're like picking at your eyes when you're doing it, you know? But whatevs. So there we go. I just like to get the corner, get some pigment on there because otherwise the wing liner will just not stick all that well. And wow, we've got almost 5 minutes of a video of just me blending gray eyeshadow, see? So it's really good that I don't do other ish on camera. But there we go. You know, we've got something. And next up, before I blend this out and put a color on top, I'm going to use this Sephora Pro shadow brush. I'm gonna take the shade Ignite. It's like a shimmer matte hybrid-ish. There's huge, like, beautiful shimmers in here. I just didn't feel like a shimmery bean today, you know, to use something like that. So it's not gonna look much different, I'm realizing. It's gonna look like I used the same shade, probably, but you can see the flecks a little bit. That's nice. So yeah, I just pack that on my eye. Whenever I do shimmer shadows, I never use a brush personally, but something like this that's a shimmer matte hybrid, I will, because I think it goes on a little bit better. Yeah, but once you blend it, the shimmer just, it goes away. But we've got it on. All right, let me do the other side and I'll come back in a sec. Hello, my fellow emos. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with the Sigma sponge brush. It's the E21. It's this tiny little bean here, recommended to me by Angela Bright. She does the best eyeshadow ever. Anywho's, we're using the shade Stone Face. And it looks like a gray. It is a gray, but it works really well to just give a little highlight under the eye. Oh, my mirror was on. How rude. It's still on. Okay. There we go. And this is okay, because when we're emo, our eyeshadow does not need to be perfectly blended. That's the whole point of being emo. Like these grungy looks where you guys are blending for 20 minutes straight, I mean, more power to you. Good for you. I have clinical depression. I do not have that willpower. I'm making a joke. Everyone with depression is different. I acknowledge that wholeheartedly. So yeah, I just take this to blend on the top. And then also thinking of my wing liner as well. This gives it something to stick to, like say if the point of my wing liner goes up high, and you know, I never know what's going to happen with my wing liner from day to day. That just depends on the autonomy of the wing liner itself, doesn't it? I mean, I've said that in videos before too. That's just the way it seems to go when I do wing liner. I never know what's going to happen, but essentially that's all I'm going to do. I know it looks like crazy town on my eyes, but it will all come together. And then I'm using a Sigma E40, by the way, and just slightly blending as if this even friggin' does anything. It tells my brain that it does something, so that works for me. Okay, I'm going to do wing liner and mascara, and then I'll come back to do the bottom of my eyes. See you in a bit. Hey lol, I am back. I put a lip product on, just in case you were wondering what it is. It's Gimme S'more from Colourpop. It's a lip tint, and I also used a NYX lip liner in Peekaboo Neutral. That is the shade. So we've got a couple of things to do. First of all, we're gonna throw some primer on. This is a no foundation look, super exciting. Just letting my skin breathe, you know. I feel like I'm seeing little dust particles on my fingers. I swear I washed my hands, I promise. I just took a shower. It feels counterproductive to do my makeup after, but that is okay, because it is self-care. By the way, this is the Becca Backlight Filter. I love it. This is my go-to primer. It's the only primer I use and believe in. I don't really feel like primers help with my makeup staying on longer or anything. I just like that this one illuminates the skin, and it's, you know, it's really pretty because of that. So, all right. And we're gonna let that settle on a little bit. And now we're going to do the under eye. So for under eye, I'm going to go back in with my paint pot and try to just put the tiniest little bit under my eye. And I know it's going to crease. I know it because my under eyes are old people under eyes. Jules be turning 30. I'm going to be 30, so. But it's a good trick of just putting eyeshadow in the under eye. I feel like it's beneficial because it helps cover up all of that. Also, what I'm going to do while I'm knocking things over nervously is I am going to use a Colourpop Creme Gel Liner. I think this is, yep, Exit. It's just their white gel liner. And I'm going to take this puppy, although it looks like it has some ish on it. What is that? Thank you. And I'm going to put this on my waterline, which I love to do with gray looks. I know an emo person would be like, what? White? What? Why? Why aren't you using black? Well, I don't feel like sharpening my black eyeliner right now, number one. And number two, it makes my eyes pop more to have a little white liner going. So I figured I would throw that on. Look at that. See the difference it makes? This eye looks crazy big. I love this white liner. The Colourpop Creme Gel liners are really, really good. I feel like they stay on my waterline nicely and everything, so it's cool with me. All right, nice. There we go. Next up, we are going to take this tiny little brush again, just wipe it off a little bit. This is the Sigma E21 that I was utilizing earlier. Why am I saying utilizing? I'm not writing a research paper anyways. So I'm gonna go back in with that gray shade Slated, and I'm just gonna put that under my eye. And I really like doing this too. You can do this with gray or black, but it does a nice contrast under your eye when you have a white eye pencil and then you have like gray or black under your eye. I feel like it makes a big difference, so I like it. And I like that this brush really gets right in that little eye crease without dragging the shadow down too far. I mean, if you want to make a super emo look, you can use a bigger brush and really drag it down far, but I personally will not be doing that for this look. I was just getting that on there. There we go, great. I'm gonna do the other side and then I'll show you what I'm gonna do for inner corner highlight. One moment. Hello, I put my mascara on, but I'm gonna use the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in Flexitarian for my highlight and for my inner corner highlight. And I do this a lot. I typically match my inner corner highlight to whatever highlight I do regardless, but this one is just so pretty and really easy to just stick your finger in there and go for it, you know? That's so simple. And then if you really want to blend it out, you can use a brush like the Sigma E40 and get in there if you want. I don't feel like that did all that much, but whatever. And then I'm going to go in and just put some on my cheek right here, which I can't see very well without my light. All for you. And I know some people would skip this step because this doesn't really look natural by any means. It's like a big blotch of highlight on my face, but I enjoy that personally. That is how I like to roll. And I always put some on my nose. Again, if you want to skip this, you can still be as emo as your heart desires and skip it. That's totally cool beans. I just personally like to put a little there and call it a day. And then if you really do want to blend it, you always can, which sometimes I like to do as well. This is the Sigma F03 High Cheekbone Highlighter, and when I use a highlight, like not a cream highlight like the Colourpop one, I will actually wet this brush and use it. So, you know, that's an option for yourself as well if you just feel like blending it makes a difference or not. But yeah, that's about it. I also am going to throw a clear gloss. My mom got me this. I love it. It's the Revlon Super Lustrous The Gloss. And I think it's pretty nice. But my tip is when you dip back in, always wipe this first, because otherwise you're going to get all, you know, this lip tint is not transfer proof. So let's throw some of this on. Just like that, and then see, so I always wipe it to get the lip tint off so that I'm not, oh geez, you're seeing real clumsy Jules here. Anxious Jules who's getting anxious filming, and that didn't used to be a thing, but here we are. But I still like filming. I like it and it makes me anxious. Both can exist. I'm doing my dialectics. Okay? Here. I just wanted some gloss, okay? Nice, and then I'll just wipe it again, of course, because I'm putting it back in the container. I'll clean my makeup up off camera. Oh, that's so nice, great. All right, well, this is the finished look besides setting spray. One moment. Hey, I'm gonna use my Milani Make It Last setting spray because I'm making the Milani setting spray last. I like my Urban Decay All Nighter better, but that is expensive. This is pretty nice. I don't like it to wet brushes, but it definitely works to set the face and it's pretty. So here we are. I'll do an outro with the finished look with some plugs in. Hello, my darlings. Here is my finished makeup. I put my plugs in. I have my hair down. This is just my natural skin. But it's pretty simple. I'm no makeup artist. I'm a therapist by trade. I don't plan to go to school for makeup. It's just a hobby. It's fun. And I wanted to sit down and chit chat just about makeup and keep it light for once. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoy it. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. You can follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is Julie_counseling. It is private, but if I don't know you, I will most likely accept you because that is why it's private, if that makes any sense. But anywho's, I will catch you on the flip side. You can also follow me on my Facebook page down below. Bye all.